I get mail every day from people who think they deserve to be Eternus. Here's the recent one I got. Dear Gluten, I've noticed that here at Archon, people really like shooting at me because it has no negative consequences for them. If there were any repercussions, I believe I would be 100% Eternus. So, my wish is to start the game with permanent return fire. Then I'd show those Eternus players who's boss. Sincerely. Fenix, an Archon. An Archon with infinite return fire versus one of the best players in the entire DVU. Well, we're gonna see what happens here. It is Liv, aka Woundfucker, on one side. What an interesting name. And on the other side, we have a humble Fenix, a humble Archon whose sole goal is just to figure out if he can beat an Infernus if he just has permanent return fire. We need to talk a little bit about the choices of heroes for both of them, because I think they're both brilliant. Victor is well known to be one of the heroes that can take the most damage in the game. I mean, like, his jumpstart, his pain battery, etc. Basically, Victor's whole kit revolves around just healing as much as possible, doing it frequently, doing it often. You want to take damage, right? Which makes return fire such a good option, because you're just returning more of the damage that you previously had. On the other hand, Infernus is great because his main source of damage is, of course, Afterburn, and Afterburn can hit even behind walls. Now, here's the way that it works, right? So, return fire has to have direct line of sight for it to be able to catch you, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this choice. You want to pick Afterburn, deal a very low amount of damage to your gun, because, you know, Infernus's gun doesn't do a lot of damage, right? The biggest amount of damage that you're gonna get comes from the Afterburn. Leave that Afterburn and just occasionally poke them. Behind walls, you're never going to get damaged. Victor is going to die on the other hand. We're going to have to see. I do have to say Afterburn also has a very big, Infernus' whole kit has also a very big bonus, which is it does a lot of anti-spirit damage. It is one of the best anti-spirit damage you can get in the game. I mean, some characters like Warden has like anti-weapon damage. Infernus has anti-spirit. And Victor does do a lot of spirit damage. Even early into the game where, you know, his gun is a little bit more prominent, those pain batteries really hurt. We're gonna have to see if this is a balanced matchup at all, you know? But what is the arch of this game? Well, I think that in the beginning it's gonna be really simple for Victor to play the game. I mean, he's actively damaging all the minions because of his return fire. He's actively damaging the Infernus. The Infernus doesn't do enough damage yet to actually, like, you know, be able to Afterburn and leave. Afterburn is very bad for Infernus in the early game. So yeah, I think Victor's gonna have a huge early game advantage. And then the question is, can you as Infernus survive for most of the game? Now, Infernus also has a huge problem, namely the second ability of Victor. If it is put to max level, you know, the one with the charges, the name is Aftershock, I don't know, something like that. I'm sure somebody in the comments will say it. Anyhow, basically, when you maximize that ability, what happens is that he just cleanses all of the damage, all of the debuffs, right? And what is the most important thing for Infernus? It's just getting that Afterburn debuff to stick. So Infernus is in a very bad position. I love this choice from an Archon player here. Now, you might ask the question, why did we determine an Archon player must face the challenge? We had a community vote. We had the community vote actually before the patch, and the average was about Ritualists. So we're like, okay, high Archon's good enough. So yeah, now we're gonna have to see how this one goes. The Infernus is already in a little bit of a precarious position, as far as I can tell. Half health versus Victor, who is doing incredibly well with his health so far. I mean, extra regen is a pretty good item overall. Just, you know, heal frequently. Forces that, spirit shielding. Interesting choice by Infernus. I mean, it makes sense with all those pain batteries. Makes sense if you mess up that, ult somehow, but yeah, we're gonna have to see which one of these sides goes for the offensive here. It does seem to be Infernus putting those napalm, but I see every single time that he approaches this Victor, he's in a worse position. And look, that Infernus definitely overextended there. Liv is a little bit bruised, certainly. But yeah, that healing right's certainly going to be valuable. By the way, we need to talk about this map. So the reason why we're doing this in this map is because we did some early tests. You might find them in the second channel. But in those early tests, in those early tests, we have determined that in the normal map, it's not a very, very good format to run. Why? Because the moment that anyone... Oh my god, that Infernus just got destroyed! And Victor's gonna be able to push, but this is exactly what I mean. So in the normal map, you need to destroy only one Guardian. So you just need to get lucky once. And that's not ideal. In this map, we have a whole bunch of stuff, but A, the fact that both people are somewhat unfamiliar with the map, and B, the fact that there's 2 Guardians, not once, that means that you have to win several times in order to actually win the lane. This is first to Guardian, by the way. You don't have to stay here that long. You just stay here because you love me, don't you? That's why you're gonna like and subscribe right now while this game is going on, because this Archon might win it all. It might be the very first winner of the Dear Gluten format. Now that's what they're calling it because people send me telegrams. I don't know. We're just experimenting. It's still experimental. We do a lot of experimental stuff, and we do see this Infernus is going for that bridge buff. Certainly, casting is a very, very powerful bridge buff for that Infernus. Reducing those cooldowns, giving you that ability to just run away a little bit quicker, giving that ability to restore those ults. That stun is going to be valuable. Victor grabs the movement instead. So movement is good. Movement is great. I think it's certainly less valuable than casting is for Infernus, but we're going to have to see what happens here. I'm curious about the build for the Infernus. We do see... I'm curious what sort of items you want to go. Do you want to go maybe for a Toxic Bullet Rush? I mean, Toxic Bullet is not a bad part. It's like most Infernus builds will have Toxic Bullet in it because it fits really well with a theme. You want to keep clicking on the character. Oh, Infernus is ulting here. Is that going to be enough to remove 1 life from that Victor? A little bit of a brawl happening, and there goes life number 1. Are you going to be able to push as Infernus here? Use that advantage? Or maybe you're just going to, like, linger on your side of the field. Very happy that you managed to get that 1 pick. You want to confirm that 2nd kill. That's the important thing for you. How are you going to get the Afterburn? Afterburn has been secured, and we're going to have to see if that's going to be enough. Infernus is very low right here, and by God, Victor gets it back. Ladies and gents, we have a game in our hands, or maybe do we actually? Victor seems to be very, very, very good. So we're gonna have to figure out if he's gonna be able to push all the way to base here. No, he decides to just back out. He's kind of low. He doesn't want to risk the wrath of the Infernus. Uses those jumpstart. That's how they're called. By God. And gets, oh, Spirit Resilience. I think Spirit Resilience is a very inspired choice. The vast majority of the damage that Infernus is going to do is going to come through his Afterburn and through his many, many skills rather than through his gun. Spirit Resilience, a very, very good choice. Effectively increases your health by 40% at any given point. It's a very good part. It doesn't, my understanding is that Victor's Aura of Suffering does not work with Spirit Resilience anymore. So basically what that means for Victor is that Spirit Resilience is entirely a counterattack for this Infernus. And Enchanted Barrier is pretty good. But yeah, the fact that Return Fire gives you 50% return of gun damage with 25% of spirit damage means that Spirit is probably the way you want to go as any character. And I think if you're at Archon, you probably have good enough knowledge to know that, oh well, you shouldn't just like follow your build left to right. And yeah, another big brawl developing here in the center. Victor keeps going for these melees. I'm liking this melee heavy strategy, but he is very low and he does not have that ult. Is that going to be enough for the Infernus? He does have max Afterburn. That's going to be a lot of damage coming in. Pain Battery, very fantastic choice here. Does a lot of damage. Oh my God, this brawl is going, and maybe you want to back as Infernus. By God, this is a very precarious position. I mean, like, at this point in time, if Infernus does lose his Guardian, that's it. That's the end of the game. You cannot really continue here. But yeah, max Afterburn, just so powerful. You get like a massive increase in damage. And I think now we're going to see the shift towards the Infernus. But on the other hand, Jumpstart is coming in for that Victor very soon. I hope, right? But yeah, big push happening right now. Healing right. Try to get something done here. I mean, both sides are healing a fair bit. Nothing. It's quiet. It's quiet. Healbane. I'm liking this Healbane choice. You want to sort out those healings. You want to deal with the Jumpstart somehow. They're already incredibly annoying because of course they're killing your Afterburn with the cleanses, right? So you want to be in a position where you're able to, like, you know, damage him as much as possible. And now he has ult again. This is not a great position for the Infernus. He's gonna be forced back into Guardians, and I mean, you don't want to be damaged there. Wait, what? Wait, what? He went for max pain battery instead of max... Oh my god, he didn't go for max jumpstart. He did not go for max jumpstart. Oh no. Oh, this is really bad. He should have 100% gone for max jumpstart. That's the only way that the Infernus had any shot of... Victor had any shot. And now I think the Infernus might be in a very good position. You're not going to get jumpstart over the course of this game, I think. 4 boons is a lot of boons. We're going to have to see if this Infernus is able to materialize here. He is deep in enemy territory. He has managed to do a lot of damage to one of the Guardians while Victor was grabbing that health buff. Oh my god, that's actually such a huge mistake. What the hell, Victor? We got it. We're going to see if it materializes or not. But I mean, that 2k advantage, though. That 2k advantage should not be ignored from Victor. Oh my god, he has to get like debuff remover or something here. This is not good. I mean, like, a lot of the time, a lot of these games are decided by one choice and one choice alone. And the choice not to get that jumpstart maxed, ooh, that's gonna hurt in the future. Imagine having jumpstart right here. You press it, and then suddenly your whole thing is healed. You get rapid recharge. You're golden. Anyhow, crap situation overall. You want to play more in base given how low you are. You do have that ult. Is that Infernus gonna dive here? Yes, he is. He is pushing that Victor very, very hard. Is that gonna be enough damage? Yes, no, maybe so? 200? 200? No. Okay, we're going up to 300. But yeah, I mean, look at his healing. He's doing pretty good. That spirit resilience is doing so much work here. I mean, like, cutting your Infernus' damage by half is so valuable. But yeah, Aura of Suffering. I mean, like, now you're at the point of the game where you have enough damage, you have enough soul. You might be able to just start using Aura of Suffering instead of Pain Battery as your main source of damage. But I mean, this Victor is, I don't know, let's see what the Infernus is doing. Infernus is vibing, just farming, trying to, you know, make sure that soul difference doesn't stick. Once he gets like a very big soul advantage, it's not going to be a problem, but right now, it's a little bit precarious to do a big engagement. He does have that ult, Victor, so basically he has 2 health bars and you're at half health bar. Anyhow, he's slowly healing, he's slowly but surely healing. Gets some nice fire rates here. What else did he get? He got... Oh, Quicksilver. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, so far so good. So far so good. I do see this engagement, though, in the center here. Is that gonna be the first life done after that Victor? He's being damaged so much. And I don't know if that's good. But yeah, no, he seems pretty low, but he's fine. Infernus is playing a little bit more passive than he should be, maybe. But so far, normal game. See, normally this would be the point when I ask my co-caster, hey, what do you think about all of this? But sadly, your gluten does not have a co-caster today. This was recorded in very quickly. Anyhow, Infernus is going in. Infernus does have a very low Victor to deal with. Is that going to be health bar number 1? This is health bar number 1. And now you just have to do that one more time again. Your return fire is not doing enough damage to justify its existence at this point in time. Victor is pushing forward though. I mean, okay, I say that, but I do see the return fire actually did a couple hundred worth of damage there. And that's really, really valuable. Are you going to be able to wrap it up here? Both players very, very low. One win here could turn the entire course of this very short match. But it seems like both players have decided to back. Just bounce their game. What do you want to buy here? Is Victor aiming for a 6,400 item? Maybe you get Siphon Bullets or something like that. Siphon Bullets would be a very inspired choice. He does, is it a good choice? I think it might be. I don't know what else you could be hoping for. E-Shift? Are you gonna go for E-Shift here? I don't know if E-Shift is the correct choice. You want something that enables you to sustain in the 1v1. You want, like, you want debuff remover, honestly. Or you might just want to wait for that 1 point here. Okay. So, Infernus is looking for something. No, just a little bit of poking back and forth. I'm curious what this item for this Victor is. Siphon Bullets, as I said, came to mind. Silencer? Maybe? I don't think so. Not with that gun build. E-Shift, I don't think it's a good idea. You want something that maybe unstoppable? Oh, Victor's going for it! Victor's going for it! Is that gonna be it? No, Victor, that's so dangerous. I don't know if that's a good idea. Okay, postal jump starts. Is he gonna go back to base in time? He is losing so much health. And that might be it. Is that gonna be enough time? 24 seconds here. Is that gonna be enough time to wrap up the base? Those two Guardians are very, very strong. I don't even know if this Infernus is gonna be able to pull it off, but oh my god, he is. Well, that is it. That's GG. My god, Infernus wins. Eternus is Eternus. If you like this format where we force Eternus players to play against much weaker players, but there's some sort of advantage or disadvantage, you should check out our most recent Eternus versus Initiate game, where we force the Eternuses to pay tax on everything that they did. What does that mean? Tax on reloading, tax on crouching, tax on using all of your skills, tax on your ult, tax on everything. Go click on it, like and subscribe, and have a good day.